G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author, David Applegate, author of the books The Boyhood Arcade, Power Games, Into the Owl's Mound, and Erotic Tales from the Empire Part 1. Thank you to all the supporters who help make this channel possible. And I invite you to join them through the links in the link tree. You can scan the QR code now or wait till the end of the show. All right. Starting with my favourite site, The Bundle of Holding. The Weird and the Wild collection is an old-school fantasy tabletop role-playing game. It is a weird fantasy from designer-artist Charles Ferguson Avery over at Feral Indie Studios and Went Inc. Games. Is he adaptable to any old-school revival system, such as the Old School Essentials, Shadow Dark, or The Black Hack, or with a little work, the Dungeons & Crawl Classics, Pathfinder, D&D 5th Edition, or other systems. These are vivid and atmospheric, and with the simple price of $19.95, you get the entire collection. The Feral collection consists of Into the Wild and Wild. The woods do not care for you. Beyond the reach of the road, past the scope of mortals, there is a shadowed tree line no one dares cross. This is not the woods of the peaceful fae, but of the dark and twisted children's tale that kept you full of terror. It is the world of fear, madness, and bloodshed, ruled by uncaring ancient trees. There is no bargaining with these primal forces, as you have nothing they could ever want. You have a body. Into the Wild incorporates a weird and terrifying wilderness in any old school games. It was a May 2021 Kickstarter campaign. Into the Cess and the Citadel. The city that eats people. Roads beyond counting and buildings that block the very sun. A city that stretches without measure, with secrets without number. A sprawling metropolis built on the bones of cities long forgotten. It is colourful and chaotic, deadly and unforgiving. It is ruled from the glistening spires by the nobles, demigods of flesh-made gold. Below, terrible things roil with hunger beneath the cobblestone streets. Into the Cess and Citadel presents a strange, colourful, and terrifying city for any OCR. System neutral, so you can haul this urban fantasy into any campaign to turn a traditional city into a dungeon with various mechanics. Ave Nox. The underworld is bent to the maniacal will of the Sun King. A broken promise. For half a millennia, this world has remained sealed, but after such a time, what lurks in the dark? Another system-neutral mega dungeon. You are an archaeologist, opportunist, or a grave robber. You are converging on an unearthly ruin. What starts as curiosity turns into a grand expedition. Deep in the dark, the Sun King plots his apocalyptic return. Next up is the vast in the dark, expanded. There is no escape. The sky is black. A teutonic rumbling can be heard. The ruins sprawl, their shapes incoherent and puzzling. A sea of colourless sand stretches into the darkness, and titanic pillars that appear impossibly to light the sky. This is the dark, a liminal realm far from our own, always waiting on the verge of collapse. Originally from 2020, another system-neutral alien wasteland filled with a brutalistic megastructure, ruins. It's a sandbox, a dungeon. It is an area rife with monsters and horrific event and weird tools of wonder. As the gods demand, these hands offering supplication are imbued with fervor. A system-neutral deconstruction of divine powers and deities, rather than treating gods and their powers as class-based rewards for living up. Gods demand present divine powers as something that can be yielded and earned by anyone willing to make the appropriate rituals and sacrifices. Walk the path of the cleric or zealot. This is not the end. There's a curious pantheon of 8 gods with boons for the faithful. They cried, "Monster." Are the monsters the one to hunt, or the one that serves, or the one you serve? They cried, "Monster" is a system-neutral monster hunter. It's based on Hellboy, Witcher, and Mush Hishi. I know I'm butchering it, sorry, Japanese speakers. World-weary hunters track monsters, uncover the reasons these creatures are attacking, and eventually face the ethical dilemma: who's the monster? You're a grizzled hunter. But are you the monster? Do you serve the monster? Are you willing to find out? The Wild Sea is a weird fantasy tabletop role-playing game from Mythworks. Cut your way across a world overrun by greenery. One price, $19.95, gets you the Wild Sea collection, featuring the Wild Sea, a post-fall fantasy of rampant ocean of vibrant green. The Wild Sea hungers and grows, its roots still questing in the world depths as it waves and ripples with life. The spirit of the ancient earth and the heights of old world monuments now serve as ports, cities, farms, jails, each with its laws and ways. Inspired by various video games, this is a friction-first dice pool system, inspired by RPGs like Belly of the Beast, Blades in the Dark, and the 13th Age. The Wild Sea, two source books. Rooted Storm, it's a major supplement presenting new shipbuilders, new shipbuilding rules, with ship gardens. This is what it says: clay pots to algae farms, leafy buckets to engine-driven irrigation. Now, the Wild Sea comes with 2 scenarios: a missing ship and the creaking planks on your ship. What are these sounds? What whispers do you hear in the dark? The clock-face councils are sore. Worried residents have everything in hand, but their danger grows with every sunset. Outside help is needed, and you are that help. Next up, we have Feng Shui, 2nd edition from April 2018, an action movie role-playing game from Atlas. The 2nd edition with many 1st edition source books. The Starter Collection, $17.95. Designed by Robert D. Laws of Kaluthu Confidential, Hillfolk, and Gumshoe fame. You have ancient sorcerers, transformed animals, control freak Shaolin monks, cyborg apes, and more. Level up, pay the threshold price of $25.60, and you'll get the entire bonus collection. The starter pack, for the pay the minimum price, and you get the Feng Shui 2 sourcebook, kick butt, blow things up, and of course, save the world. Includes a demo pack and conversion codex. This is a Hong Kong-inspired cinematic action, bag of ammo, new role-playing generation, rapid-fire thrills, play from 36 different archetypes. This was a 2014 Kickstarter campaign. You get free, and there are 3 downloads available as well. This has a 2-hour starter scenario, full introduction, and a full introduction. Credit is a member of Hong Kong's elite task force of vice cops assigned to cases ordinary police can't handle. You're about to see why only the best can handle the demonic and the downright weird drug problems that plague the city. And of course, the Chi War. Burning Shaolin Redux. Updating the D20 adventure. Burning Shaolin Redux is the re-release of the classic D20 adventure by Robert D. Laws. Features Feng Shui 2 heroes against the Burling Shurnings, demon monks, Russian Rim, and flying coffins. Glimpse of the Abyss, enemies and allies from the underworld and beyond. Definitive Monsters Guide and a glimpse to the underworld. Secrets of the Chi War. So, level up, which I always do, get the bonus collection. The bonus collection includes Secrets of the Chi War. Factions of Chi warriors batter in the netherworld across 4 conjunctions in time and space for the dominance of Feng Shui sites. Every so often, new sites appear, and of course, people battle over them. You have the funky 70s, the pastel 80s, and even the distant past of dinosaurs. Visit and learn the secrets of the netherworld. Blow up Chang'an, Canton, Seoul, Tokyo, Ape City, the Gene Zone, or Pagodas. Includes a full adventure set in Japan, the Lotus, and the Poppy. You have first edition, books from the first edition. We have factions of the different wars. Blood of the Variant, Elevator to the Netherworld, action-packed source books jammed with characters, locations, and secrets of the ongoing and the factions that fuel the ongoing Chi War. Fistful of fight scenes. 15 fight sites from slum rooftops to cruises. Includes a 3-panel Game Master screen provided as a 3-page PDF. Can also fit onto a 4K screen. This has a booklet full of fight scenes with sites for dazzling battles between the various factions and yourself, such as the nightclub, ancient temple, moving train, bamboo forest, tea house, factory floor, and shopping mall. All the staples of Hong Kong action. Blowing up the movies. 24 action movies explode. These are cinematic action. Each two essays examines a film and its storytelling and more. An awesome pack just for that one last book alone. Blowing up the movies makes this entire pack well worth the price. However, there's an ammo pack. That's right. Extra offering for Feng Shui. Does, of course, need Feng Shui 2 from Atlas Games. If you need a game, of course, return with a new offer of a backup team of more source books and adventures previously published for first edition. $17.95 gets you all 9 titles in the collection. You have 3 Feng Shui 2 adventures, 4 Bastards, a callous orphanage that leads you on a campaign across time, and 5 supplements from first edition to expand with new locations, new heroes, new action, new powers, and of course various scenarios in the battle for control of the Netherworld. Stillfleet is an epic tabletop role-playing space adventure in the far future. Explore a world of ruined spacecraft known as hulks and inhabitable Earth-like planets cut off with contact from Terra for centuries or just decades. Pay the minimum price, $9.95, and get the core collection, or level up, pay $21.20, and you get the bonus collection. Now, the starter collection contains the core fleet rulebook, cosmic fantasy and its weirdness, and Stillfleet, the nanotechnology, the fleet, but you can use this for other science fiction RPGs. Now, pay the threshold price, level up, and get the bonus collection, bonus titles. Stillfleet, Quadia. Quadia is an espionage-themed Stillfleet Gazetta, full of espionage, assassination, and warfare. Stillfleet Pregnations, 8 mini-adventures, and a full-length Hulk adventure, Sleeper in the Sky. Players rescue a thieving banshee, a tech specialist from a small, supposedly abandoned pleasure ship. And of course, things go from there. Save her or die. Next up is Shield Maidens. The high-tech Neo of Viking tabletop role-playing game. $19.95 gets you the entire collection. You have the training guide, data on trolls, Spriggan, Huldra, and many other deadly adversaries, and of course, secrets from 5 scenarios from across the 9 realms. all containing secrets of the 9 realms, the Shield Maidens, who are a fuse of magic and technology, wield powerful guardian shields, symbols of their honor. Of course, I have my own homebrew science fantasy setting, Tabletop D6. We have maps, we have art, we have various articles, as well as all my videos. Get notifications. Support me from as little as $1 a month. Gosh. Next up, we have the world's largest RPG download store, the Drive-Thru RPG, currently on offer a rather pay what you feel is the tabletop basic rules from Skirmisher. It's a rules light tabletop fantasy role-playing game for telling all sorts of stories. As a standalone, and of course, it's published in several languages. And comes with various source books. Well, there are source books available, not comes with. All for reasonable prices. And hot off the press, Trinity Continuum with great power. Another action-packed story-driven RPG. With this one, you have superhuman powers to create and to destroy. The world is in the grip of incredible change and humanity is reaching for ever greater heights. Does it risk stumbling into oblivion? Project Utopia's version of the future has been made into reality, and the Novas who share that ideal must step up for the greater good. This is an advanced PDF. The final version will be available in print. When it updates, you get an automatic update, so don't feel that you've been baited and abandoned. So there is support, or pledge for ongoing support. All the links are in the link. All the links for everything on display here are in my Rumble or YouTube. All my links to my social media and accounts are in my Linktree. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and please support the channel. My Patreon, buy my books, buy my merch. All these links are in the Linktree. You can find it in the description below. You can find the Linktree in my profile, or you scan the QR code on the screen. Please and thank you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.